I'm gonna break it down for you on why buying subs just flat out doesn't work anymore. In fact, if you watch till the end of this video, I'll even share with you why YouTube doesn't even care if you buy subs. They know it's gonna be a waste of your time. What's up, y'all? It's Joe Master Lee here, sharing with you tips on how to become successful on YouTube. It still amazes me that to this day, there are so many people out there still looking for the quick, rich scheme on YouTube. And let me rephrase that. It's not that there are people looking for the quick, rich scheme. It's that they actually think buying subs is the path towards getting there. Yes, at one time it did work. And yes, there are a lot of companies out there today willing to take your money to send you subs. But the simple fact of the matter is buying subs is a path towards nowhere. It's gonna be a waste of your time. Let's walk through this step by step here, right? Let's say you discover a service out there and you could buy 1,000 subs, 10,000 subs. You send them the money, they send you all these subscribers. They'll tell you that these are real accounts with real people behind them. And I'll tell you, some of the more clever services will even word things in a way that actually is technically true. Like these are real accounts, but they're accounts run by bots that were set up by humans. Or for actually some of these services, there are actually real people going on every single device and subscribing to you. It's basically a modern day age of farming. In this case, it's farming for clicks, views, and subscribers. But let's say you get those subs now. You suddenly have 10,000 subscribers. You're looking real happy. You decide to make a video, and guess what happens? Well, the minute you post that video, a couple of things happen on the YouTube platform. One is, for those subscribers who have their notification turned on, they will get a ping to say, go watch this video. And that's actually really important because it's one of the signals that YouTube looks at to determine whether or not your video is hot, whether or not it's worth propagating your video across their entire network, whether through search, suggested, or their browse feed. Now, because you bought your 10,000 subscribers, and most of them are not real people, almost none of them are ever going to click on that video to watch it, which means that your video is just going to sit there. It's still going to continue to get no views. In which case, right there, you're already dead in the water. No matter what you do, no matter how many videos you post up, you still are operating as if those 10,000 subs you bought didn't even exist. All right, so let's say you take it a step further and you go, you know what, I wanna buy views too. You know, I'm gonna try to beat YouTube at their own system here. And a lot of these services that allow you to buy subs will also allow you to buy views as well. Let's say you buy 10,000 views for the next video you post up, and boom, suddenly you got a lot of views. And now once again, the algorithm kicks in. YouTube is looking at the different signals to determine whether or not this is a video worth sharing to more people on the network. Now, some of these services will actually try to oscillate the amount of watch time that they give you when they actually count a view. In other words, they'll tell you, you know what, we won't give you a dumb view. It won't be just click on the video and watch it for 10 seconds. And it won't just be, we'll watch it for 5 minutes every single time, as if they think that's the only thing that is going to make YouTube go, that's something odd there. Everyone watching exactly for 5 minutes. So they have some of their computers or some of their bots or some of their people watch it for 4 minutes, some watch it for 5 minutes or 13 seconds, and some, a little bit longer. And you're thinking, well, I think I just beat YouTube at their own game. Yeah, not quite. Because YouTube also looks at other signals as well. They look at the profile data of that particular YouTuber to determine, all right, well, if this is a kind of demographic that's interested in this video, I need to surface it to other people who like that type of content as well. In other words, they look at your watch history, they look at some other data to determine if your viewers are going to represent a market for them, right? It's going to represent a larger audience that they can surface your video to. Now think about that view that you bought, right? That view that you bought is likely based on an account where they're just watching a whole bunch of random stuff. It's all over the place. Videos for old people, videos for young people, videos that are all in English, videos that are all in another language. So what YouTube is determining is here, like, we can't figure this out. And when YouTube can't figure it out, guess what? Your videos don't get recommended. So that may lead you down a path to go, well, you know what? I just need to prop it up long enough till my videos actually do catch on to a real audience. So you decide, I'll buy my views for the next video,
and the next video, and the next video.
You keep doing this until you hope that the YouTube algorithm starts to pick up on that. And again, this becomes another ongoing problem because what you're basically doing now is just wasting money. You almost have to treat all those extra views and all those extra subscribers as if those numbers didn't exist. The only thing that exists is your videos and how many natural subscribers or how many natural views it gets. So you're basically starting off on ground zero, growing something from the ground up anyways. In other words, the only person you are fooling is yourself. All right, so you keep buying views for each video. Well, YouTube is already onto that as well. And they've already indicated they look at other signals around engagement. Now, when they mean engagement, they're talking about engagement for your video. They're looking at things like how many likes and dislikes. I think it almost doesn't matter whether it's likes or dislikes. They're just looking for activity there. They're looking for comments. They're looking for shares, looking at this data to reflect whether or not your video is actually stirring up activity on their site. Now, that's not going to happen with services like this. They're not going to offer the opportunity for you to continue to engage like that. So once again, your quest to try to grow unnaturally fast is dead in the water. Now, some of you might be thinking, well, there's still other ways to continue to get around this system. And there might be, but here's the ultimate clincher, right? Why your quest to hack the subscriber count is ultimately doomed for failure. You see, YouTube doesn't even care if you try to buy subs anymore. YouTube has bigger problems around these type of hacks than this type of issue. In fact, the really notorious hackers out there are creating much more complex systems. That's where YouTube's best engineers are assigned to. And you think about like how much YouTube cares about this now. They have a very rudimentary detection system when it comes for these sub counts, and they don't even have it active all the time. What they simply do is, once or twice a year, they go through a mass purge. They basically look for a bunch of different accounts that seem like they're inactive or they're bots, and they just delete them. They don't care about your channel if you have those extra bots or not, if you have that extra sub count or not. In other words, they don't really care if you buy the subs. They're just killing off all those accounts that were used to jack up your subscriber count. And they only do that once in a blue moon because those numbers doesn't hurt YouTube's bottom line. YouTube doesn't go around touting how many people have subscribers. They don't care. Your ability to generate a lot of subs and a lot of views actually doesn't translate into monetized views, doesn't translate into more money for you. So if it's not translating to more money for you, it means no more additional money for YouTube, which means they don't care. So there you go. This is how the whole ecosystem works. And that's why so many experts out there who know a thing or two about YouTube are always telling you to focus on a couple of key metrics, because those are the key metrics that the algorithm looks at. And if you aren't focused on those algorithms, you're kind of dead in the water. All right. Final thing about subscriber count, right? And why it really doesn't matter. YouTube has already changed the relevance of what a subscriber count means. And you might have noticed this. It's the reason why just about every YouTuber out there is asking you to not only subscribe, but to hit that notification button. Because if you don't hit that notification button, most of your subscribers will never see your video. YouTube has already determined that the recommended list is going to be a group of videos that they think is worthwhile putting in front of you, not the things that you wanted to see because you subscribe to them. Even if you ask most of your subscribers to turn on the notification, the vast majority of people are going to have between 10 to 25% of their subscriber base getting that notification. So in other words, it's still a very small percentage of people that will even actually see your videos. So in other words, your subscriber count to YouTube is irrelevant. So basically, you jacking up your subscriber count is a vanity number. Now I get it, there might be a time where you want to be able to jack it up just so that you don't have 0 subscribers, or maybe you just want to get over that 1,000 subscriber threshold, in which case, go ahead, take a gamble or two and get those subs any which way you can. But if your long-term strategy and growth is still around buying subs, maybe this video will help you realize there is definitely a better way. What's that better way? Well, that's why you gotta subscribe to my channel. And yeah, sure, why not hit that notification button while you're at it? All right, y'all, that's all I got here for today. Hope that's been very helpful and set you guys down the right path. Peace out.